Alrighty there. So this is just going to be a quick little video, hopefully quick, we'll see though, on my Hypixel Skyblock Enchanted Cobblestone or Supercompactor 3000 script. This is something that I have been selling and continually working on, updating, improving, etc. since roughly October 2019. This video is getting uploaded in April 2020. So this is a product of a lot of hard work and a lot of updates, improvements, all that good stuff. I've used this script personally over the past couple of months to generate an income of, well, in coins, probably somewhere around 10 to 15 billion with a B coins, because I do run the script on a crap ton of accounts. But this script generates up to about 400,000 coins per hour per account you're running it on. You can run it on as many accounts as you like, or really as much as you'd like to pay for, if you want to put an asterisk next to that statement. You can run it 24/7 provided you have the automatic restarts add-ons, and there's really nothing that this script can't do. It's very advanced, obviously. I mean, I've been writing it and updating it since October 2019, so it'd be kind of shameful if it wasn't as good as it is. But yeah, anyways, if you're watching this video, you probably know what you're about to see, because you probably got to this video from my MC Market post or something along those lines, so I guess I'll just I'll shut up and start showing you guys how this stuff works. So, once you have the scripts installed, which is super easy, it's pretty much just following a few instructions in a readme.txt file that I'll send you and installing the different mods that I send out and all that good stuff. You'll be able to configure the script in-game using the different keybinds. So there are 4 different keybinds by default. M will configure or reconfigure the script. H will toggle the script on or off. You can only toggle the script on after you've configured it. I will toggle on the mining EXP bypass if you've purchased that add-on. And F6 will bring up the other options menu. So I guess I'll get to configuring it now. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, well, let me reconfigure it first actually. So the keybind to configure the script is to M, right? So I'll press it now. You can see in the bottom left it'll print out a bunch of information for you. So you can read this if you want to. You can pause the video or whatever. But basically what you're going to be doing to start is you're going to be setting up the coordinate safe zone for the script to execute in. So the way you do that is you basically just stand on each corner and you well, you press M, just like that. So I'll just quickly stand on each corner here. By the way, the corners don't have to be exact. Basically, the reason you're doing this is because the bot will turn itself off automatically, like terminate itself, should it ever exit the coordinates that you're setting here. Like if it ever finds that it's outside the operating safe zone or whatever, it'll terminate itself. So you won't, you know, end up just swinging in stack forever and getting yourself banned or anything like that. Script's super logical like that, so you don't need to worry about that stuff. Anyways, next up you have to stand on the starting teleporter right here and then just press M. It'll ask you if you're using a back-to-back cobble generator setup. That's basically where you have 2 lanes like this. You know, the teleporter all the way at the end there will bring you to the start of this lane right here. The teleporter right there will bring you back to this lane, so it's kind of like zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Anyways, this gen isn't a back-to-back setup anyways. It's just I have one bot account mining in this lane, one bot account mining in that lane. So I'm just going to stay still on the same teleporter I pressed M on originally. I'm going to press M again. Then it will ask you to look in the cardinal direction, for example, northwest, southeast, whatever, and press M again. There we go. Then it is going to ask you for the access key granted to you by me. So I'm just going to quickly go grab that off screen. Okay, so now I'm just going to press M. I'm going to enter my access key just like that. And there you go. So it'll spam out a list of all of the different upgrades that you have access to. So obviously, I mean, I'm the developer, so I have access to all the different scripts and add-ons and mods and stuff like that that I've written. So Chest Array, Combat EXP, that's actually its own script now, by the way. That's what I gassed, Combat EXP. Ender Chest, Backpacks, Randomized Delays, Mining EXP, Rate Boost, Automatic Restart, Supercompactor 3000 Crafting, etc. So there are a couple different features you can go and enable or play around with. Let me just do that. So there are a couple different features that you can play around with in the F6 menu here. You may not see all of the ones that I have here when you're actually trying this script, should you decide to grab it, because I have a couple dev options that aren't available to everybody yet. Anyways, so I'll quickly go over each of them. So Discord updates, this is a way to basically set up a Discord webhook URL to print out your status updates to. So that's so you can basically monitor your accounts from your phone, whatever you want to do with that. Just see how they're doing, see how much profit you're making. That's super easy to configure. You just go right in there, whatever. I'm not going to set that up right now though. Trusted accounts, that's for something called sudo commands and auto accept. So auto accept means that any account on the list of trusted accounts while you're running the script, they can send you /party invites, /visit invites, /friend requests, stuff like that, and the bot will automatically accept all of them so long as they're a trusted account. So by default, trusted accounts are any of the other accounts on your whitelist key that I set up on my side of things, or any of the accounts that you add in the trusted accounts menu here. Trusted accounts are also able to issue something called sudo commands, which is a very, very neat little unique feature that I added a while ago. It basically allows you to remote control your bot accounts from one main master account. So you can issue different commands like sudo start, which will start the mining script, sudo stop, which will stop the mining script, sudo goto, which will make the bots all come to you, sudo trade, which means you can have them trade stuff with you using like the Hypixel Skyblock Trade GUI. There's a whole swath of features and different commands that you can ask them to do. It's actually quite detailed. I'll probably release another video sometime to show off sudo and all the different things you can do with it. You can also edit your delays here. Delays are used almost exclusively in the crafting menus. So you can use normal, slow, fast, or custom. Normal will set your delays to between 125 to 200 milliseconds. It will randomly pick a delay somewhere between those two numbers. Slow will be, I think it is 175 to 250 milliseconds. Fast will be, I think it's 75 to 125 milliseconds. And custom, obviously, you can go custom. There's another thing you can enable here. If you have the Rate Boost add-on, you can enable or disable the Quick Craft module, which will effectively allow you, if you have the VIP rank or better, to use the suggested crafting or the fast craft slots in the crafting GUI. It really speeds up crafting, so I'm going to enable it for now so I can show you guys how it works. Profit, this is used in the GUI profitability calculations. You can click right there. You can go. I'm adding the ability to have it fetch Bazaar prices automatically for you. That's not added quite yet, but we'll just do it for manual for now. It'll ask you which item you're going to be selling. So say you're like me and you sell Super Compactor 3000s, right? Right now, the average price per Super Compactor is about 435,000 coins. I have a bunch of minions for redstone, so I don't actually pay for my enchanted redstone blocks, but if you did get enchanted redstone blocks, you would just put the price that you pay here. So I'm just going to put 0 since I don't pay for them. There we go. And there's another thing called reboots or ghost blocks. This is added with tier 2 efficiency or automatic restarts. This is a feature that will effectively allow your bot account to automatically trigger a failsafe restart, which is when it teleports off island. It will detect when it's been teleported off island and go back to its island or its home island and resume mining. The reason you'd want to do that is because for longer mining sessions, I mean, these bot accounts can go for like 72 hours, hell, like weeks at a time, right? For longer mining sessions, you'll occasionally get what are called ghost blocks in your cobble gem. It's basically where there's like a disconnect between the client and the server, and where there should be a cobblestone block, there's an error block on the client side of things, and then, you know, once you right click the block next to it, it turns it into cobblestone. But anyways, If you get too many of those in your gen, it'll affect your efficiency. So that's why the reboots is a good idea. I offer 2 different options for that. Skip prompt, by the way, that's just, it doesn't have anything to do with the functionality of things. It's only how it asks you every time when you start up the script if you want to enable reboots or not. That's something I added just in case, you know, you're on a non-ranked account and Skyblock goes into maintenance or whatever. You don't want it to start rebooting during that time because otherwise you won't be able to rejoin the server. Anyways, there are 2 different options for reboots. One is timer, one is density. So timer, really simple. All it's going to do is set a timer up and it'll wait that amount of time and then it'll reboot itself just like that. Super easy. Density, this one's a little bit more complicated, but effectively it will figure out the start and end positions of your cobblestone generator, and it will find the maximum amount of possible cobblestone tiles that you can have in your generator, and then every minute or so it will scan the generator tiles and figure out how much cobblestone is present versus how much cobblestone is not present, and then if it falls below that threshold it will trigger a reboot. So I like using density for longer generators. The generator I'm using right now is I think 32 or 35 blocks long. So you can enter, what you do here on this screen, it asks you to enter the minimum percentage of cobblestone tiles, blah, 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 blah. So effectively what you can do here, you can put in any number you want, like 35, 3, 10, whatever you want, yeah. But say you have a generator that has a total of 100 cobblestone tiles possible for it to generate, right? Say it scans all of those cobblestone tiles and it finds that it only has 60 cobblestone tiles of a possible 100. Obviously, that means that you have 60% of a possible 100%. Oh, excuse me. That means you have like 60% of a possible 100% of cobblestone tiles in your generator. And so if it falls below the threshold you set here, so say we're at 50% here, if it finds that you have less than 50% of your cobblestone tiles remaining, it will trigger a reboot, which will then make those ghost blocks regenerate as cobblestone tiles and keep it good and efficient over time. Auto accept is really simple. It's just you can toggle on or off the different auto accept features that I offer. Whitelisted items, this is a feature that you can use to keep your bot accounts even more efficient over time. From time to time you might find that you know, you'll find like a rotten flesh or a string or a bone in your inventory when you come back to your computer or whatever. So whitelisted items is just a way to prevent that from, you know, really decreasing your efficiency over time. It's a little thing, but anyways, how it works, you can see in here, it goes inventory cleaner true or false. I'll set it to false here. When I click true, normally it would print out some instructions in chat, but I have it disabled, so I'm just going to quickly whoop. So you can see here, it's going to say you need to configure the position where the bot should stop along its mining lane, look at a chest, and place its trash items into it. So we're just going to stop it like right here, I guess, and then look straight at the chest. Whoopsies, timed out, so I'll just try that again. Look at the chest, press Alt, there we go, and then you can whitelist certain items in here, like say, you know, like bottle of Gier, right? So if it finds any items in your inventory after a crafting loop that aren't, you know, the stonk pickaxe, the enchanted cobblestone, normal raw cobblestone, greater, large, medium, or small backpack, or any of the items that you put on your whitelisted list here, it will trigger the trash cleaning, right? So it will stop along this position, look over at the chest, put all the bad stuff into it, and yeah. So anyways, that's set up now, so I'll exit that. There's another one in here called Other. So you can, you won't be able to use a Heartbot, that one's not finished yet, but it's there for me. There's a couple different other things that we can do here. You can enable sprinting. Some people like having it on, some people like having it off. You can enable a backup inventory full check. The reason I leave this configurable is that sometimes for longer mining sessions, even the inventory can have ghost blocks. I know that's kind of a weird thing to consider, but sometimes the script won't be able to tell that its inventory is full because there's a disconnect between the client and the server. So this enables a slightly resource intensive way to check if the inventory is full. So if you're not having any issues with like finding raw cobblestone in your chest or anything like that, you can just leave this as disabled or false. Mining EXP enables the bot to basically jiggle its mouse, for lack of a better word, to get you mining EXP, so you can turn that on or off. If you have the mining EXP add-on on, it'll also allow you to choose whether or not you want to drink experience potions, so that can be like the mining EXP potions will automatically drink mining experience potions once every, you know, well, it'll figure out how long it has left, right? So like if it finds that it doesn't have the mining experience boost, it will drink one of its experience potions, and then it will find how much time it has, and then it'll wait that amount of time, then it'll go look for another experience potion, and so on. It's already automatically designed to pick the best experience potions first, so if you know you have like an XP boost 3, it'll drink that before it drinks an XP boost 2, and so on and so on. Then you can also configure it so it can pull the potions from different areas. So by default, you know, you can put a bunch of potions in your inventory and it will only search the inventory for that. By the way, once you enable it to look in the inventory, it will automatically add all of those mining EXP potions to your inventory cleaner whitelist if you're using inventory cleaner as well. So it won't just, you know, throw them out after detecting them as a trash item. But it will throw out the glass bottles that it has afterwards. You can also set it so it will pull the potions from the ender chest. So this is where, like, you know, when it needs to pull out more experience potions or look for more experience potions, it will check its ender chest or even potion bag. So a lot of options there. I'll just turn that off for now. There's another couple ones here called storage. So this is how the script decides where it will store its enchanted cobblestone. So there are a couple different choices in here. By default, the storage modules, they all work basically in a tiered hierarchy. So I offer a bunch of different options as far as storage modules go, right? Like ender chest, backpack, and hopper pipeline or chest array. So by default, it will try to fill up the highest level storage add-on that you have access to first, and then it will try to fill up the next highest level storage add-on that you have access to after that, and so on until it's filling up the inventory. So, for example, if you don't want to fill up your ender chest with enchanted cobblestone, you can blacklist your ender chest in the storage modules. You know, if you have access to the ender chest storage module, that is, and that will make it so it won't be considered as a choice when it's going through its next storage modules. Another thing you can change here is when the storage loops are triggered. By default, it will be set to 64. If you set it to 60, that will make it so the script, I mean, if you have the VIP rank and fastcraft enabled, it will make it so it can always use fastcraft. It'll never revert itself to normal crafting. And then finally, you can pick here the default storage method that you want to be using. So my default, like my favorite, is just the chest array. So I'll just set it up on chest array. Then there are a couple other things here that you can use. So there's price calculator, there's guide, changelog, and modules. These ones aren't finished yet, so I won't show you them yet, but price calculator is. So you can use this to figure out the prices for your items and how much profit you're going to be making. It's pretty easy. So I'll just run it. You can see it's going to pull all the data from the bazaar. It's going to spit out all these different numbers. And yeah, you can use those in your profitability calculations if you want to, right? You can go over here, set it up, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Anyways, next up, I suppose I shall show off the script, you know, actually running. So might have to like blur out some weird parts of the screen so you can't see the username that I'm on, but we'll see. So you can see at the top left it enables a little profitability GUI. At the bottom left it prints out a bunch of different information for you, and right now the script, it also locks your cursor in place, which is really nice. Like right now you can see I'm kind of jiggling my mouse, it's not doing anything. You'll see here, now it's going to start crafting. Voila, done. And yeah, so this is pretty much how the script works. It'll basically mine until its inventory is full. It'll create enchanted cobblestone. It will check to see if it should store that enchanted cobblestone. You know, if the amount that it has in its inventory is greater than or equal to the store at stack number that you provided. If it finds that it needs to store its goodies, it'll do so. If it doesn't need to store, it'll just keep on mining. And yeah. So I guess I'm just going to shut up for a little bit here, and I'll put this on fast forward so you can see exactly how everything works. Oh, right. So another thing, my script will know when it can't use the VIP Quick Craft feature, and it will automatically revert to using standard crafting. Furthermore, right now I have this all set up so it's testing a new automatic super compactor crafting module that I'm working on. So you didn't get to see the chest array storage system at work there. But normally it would have stored into the chest array, which is just hoppers underneath our feet, or whatever your other storage module is. But yeah, so there's only one other feature that I can show off right now, which would be automatic restarts. So this is a really nice add-on for people who want to run this like overnight, while they're at school, while they're at work. It'll basically allow the script to recover from otherwise fatal, quote-unquote, errors, such as, you know, being teleported out of your generator, leaving the generator safe zone, etc. So I'll show you now. I'll just do a quick /hub, and yeah, so it'll immediately terminate itself just like that, and right away teleports itself back home, figures out that it should be mining, and voila, just like that, eh? And so it can actually recover from anywhere on the server as well. So I mean, if you want to go all the way to the Hypixel hub or Hypixel lobby, it'll still know how to get back home, just like that. Anyways, so I hope you liked that little demo, and I guess I will show off the fruits of my bot's labor now, just to, you know, prove that I'm not all talk and no results. So a bunch of backpacks in here that I can go into. So these are all going to be super compactors. There we go. Oh, that one's empty. Yeah, all of these are going to be full of super compactors. Like, there's just tons of them. All of those are just super compactors. I won't show the rest, but I mean, you'll have to take me at my word that those aren't just normal compactors or anything like that. And there's just buckets on buckets on buckets of enchanted cobblestone down here. Anyways, that'll be all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this demo. I'm sorry that it got so long, but hopefully I'll have put some, like, you know, timestamps in my video here so you can skip to the good parts if you need to. And yeah, if you want to hear any more about this script, anything like that, please do subscribe to my channel, as I may be posting more videos and stuff like this, and having you know, a couple new scripts coming out soon. I'm working on sugarcane, foraging, fishing. I have a Ghast combat EXP script out as well. A friend and I were working on a bazaar flipping script as well. There's so many different things that you can do in this game, and this cobblestone mining script is really just a start as to what I'm planning to do and what I'm capable of doing. If you're interested in grabbing a free trial of this script, You can contact me on Discord. I'll put it up on the screen right now, but it's capital BLITZ, so Blitz, hashtag 0387, unless, you know, I get banned on that Discord account or something like that. Yeah. Thank you for watching.